Hold on, I'm not even ready. As this loads, I'll get everything set up. Turn on that. Yup. Story, continue. Okay, gotta get Yabba Dabba Duck in here. So where am I at again? Oh yeah, that dude died. And I'm back at the city, I think. Hold on. I had nothing open. Once I'm loading, okay. Okay, I'm not ready. Hold on, game. Ah! Continue. Sure.
Come on.
Join. This is so loud. Down to the 2. It's down to a 8. I don't know what I left it on. Yeah, but I have a duck in here. Invite. There we go. Accept. Alright, I'm gonna do like 3 hours of a Deus Ex, then probably a bunch of PoE. So he's in. I got my chat open. Maybe I'll take off my jacket. That ain't necessary. It's like end of August. Okay. It's fine. Alright, we're good. Turn my phone screen off. Okay. So I'm leaving.
It's a great way to engage students. It's literacy and vocabulary.
Why do I have to throw so many things open? What is this? Go away.
To each his own.
Alright. Where am I going?
1 0 1 1 0 0 0.
This man. See this guy down? He has shade in his eyes. True player.
Like I am not a citizen here.
Dává větší smysl, že ten bombový útočník byl v Praze, než...
It makes me scared to leave my home.
More evidence.
By the way, I told Daria to go home. I really don't think she saw anything.
But I'm not ready though.
Let's talk about the case.
All right, so talk.
Any new information on who the killer is?
No, nothing more than what you've told me.
I mean, it was none of those people. I'm telling you. Oh my goodness.
I think I'm finally ready to shed some light on Angela Gunn's murder.
That's good news. My bosses are eager to know why I haven't arrested Johnny yet.
Not even close, not yet.
The truth is, we're not even close. Not yet.
Why do you say that? What about Johnny? The more I think about all this, the more I can't shake the feeling. Johnny Gunn killed his wife.
It's a copycat for good Johnny. And he was responsible, but it was dead end, just like Johnny's dead end. There's a work at the Harvester copycat. This isn't some domestic dispute gone horribly wrong. It's part of something bigger.
This was the work of a Harvester copycat. This isn't some domestic dispute gone horribly wrong. It's part of something bigger. Someone's out there pretending to be a dead serial killer.
I see you looked into that old case I pointed you toward.
The MO is a perfect match. I read the notes and I compared them to this murder. The two victims were killed by the same person, I'm sure of it.
All right, let's say that's true. That doesn't necessarily exclude
But the
Johnny.
fingerprint.
It just means he's killed more than one person.
Look, I'm just telling you what I found. For a while, I thought it might be Radko Perry, that maybe he was behind all of this. But that wasn't right either.
What makes you so sure?
I pretended to be Radko during a text messaging conversation. Turns out he rented himself a couple of augmented girlfriends the night of the murder. He was with them the whole time. They got video that proves it, and they're using it to blackmail him.
The less I know about Radko's personal life, the
Can I just bring up the
better.
fingerprint?
What I meant was, what makes you so sure it can't be Johnny?
Remember that partial print I found on the victim's throat?
What about it?
Johnny Gunn hasn't had fingerprints since the Australian Civil War. His hands are made of alloy. If he had strangled her, he wouldn't have left a smudge.
Alloy, huh? Shit. So, where does that leave us exactly?
We followed the evidence we had. This is where it led us.
You mean nowhere?
I'm not sure exactly. I think a lot of the pieces are there. They're just not ready to be put together. Not yet.
All right. That should be enough for me to get the rope off Johnny's neck. But it doesn't help me solve anything, does it? I mean, unless we learn more, there's no one I can drag in for this.
Let's just hope learning more doesn't mean having to meet over another dead body.
Alright, I don't know what the other I'm gonna look it up.
Get over here.
Inter.
It's time to wrap this up.
Is X
All right. Let's call it a night.
kind of divided.
Get someone
Harvester.
to pick her up.
What do we do about Johnny Gunn?
Forget him for now. Forget everything.
Sir?
I have no idea who did this, and neither do you. That may scare the shit out of me, and it may piss some people off.
Bruising Angela Gunn's neck, marking her arm. Hold on. Oh, that's fine. So it's a bruise on Angela Gunn's neck, mark on her arm, got that, needle on her right shoulder, got that. An augment is smashed into the wall. An augment smashed into the wall. Blood splatter near the body. That's what I missed. Alright. Let's go. Jump down. I have any augment points? I have one. Never mind. Unless I want Louise. Nah. Nah. I should probably grab this.
Nice outfit.
Nice outfit.
More than a few around.
The quest might level me up. Close my. Never mind. What a man. Alright, well, that's a good sound. I have 11 EMPs. Do they stack more than 11? No, they don't. It's the other one's over there. Oh, I should make a mine, actually. There we go.
Wrong fucking line, head.
Thanks, man.
Nothing to report on these filthy streets.
Wasn't me.
I think my teeth are falling.
Blood splatter, the wall. Immoral. Alright. Ripped out augmentation. Whoever did this didn't seem too keen on to keep it for themselves. They just wanted to separate from the body. Alright.
Wait, I told
Skip
that.
all this. Complete. Honorate both. It's a copycat.
What about it?
Johnny Gunn has that finger.
Okay.
Alloy, huh?
We followed the evidence.
You mean...
I'm not sure exactly.
Alright.
Let's just
That's it.
hope.
Right.
Hey, rookie! Get over here!
There we go.
Time
Who
to
do
wrap
they think
this
they
up.
are?
Daria's gone.
Daria, are you there?
Is that you, neighbor? Are you checking up on me? It's very sweet. Are there any leads?
I don't know who killed Angela Gunn, but I do know it wasn't an isolated case.
Is that supposed to make me feel better?
No, but it's the truth. Just try to be careful. Keep a low profile. If anything happens, if you ever think you're in danger, you know how to reach me.
Thank you, but let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Or anything else? Nope. Do this.
Hello.
okay. I should be good. I'm not playing Siege game. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I'm not under anything, so let me fix that. Alright, there we go. That should be fine. I'm pretty sure.
You think the police
Where am
are
I?
bothered by those Tarvos guys?
The turbulence guys.
All I am saying is there is surely more to the story.
Wouldn't treat a dog like that.
Alright, I'm under day 6 now, cool.
Takhle jsme sem přišli o 2 roky později.
Alright. Boulder secure. Scythian. Nope.
What a place.
Do you mind? Thanks, man. How many do I have anyway? I have 5 of those. There's no like negative effects, right? No. Player vision. Interesting looking bottle.
Oh, hello.
Oh, nope. I only have that. Oh, okay. Interesting. Keep it down, D-pad. Rude. Alright. Any side stuff around here? Excuse you?
Eliza's blog is reporting that Talus Rucker was killed by an illegal augmentation freely available on the black market.
There are already heavy reports of casualties on both sides. Police have fallen back to their
You know the name in here when talking to me? Guess not. How about psychiatrist?
You know my door. Wow. 2 in one day. Did maintenance take the plague cross off my door?
I'm sorry.
Arya was here earlier. And now you. That's 2 agents to walk through my door willingly. You know, while I have you, I'd love to talk with you about Rucker.
That's actually why I'm here.
You're kidding, right? Because this never happens. Sometimes I literally feel like a dentist.
I have a suspicion about who might be behind the hit on Rucker. A name. iLink came back with nothing,
But maybe I can use some of my shrink-your tricks to see what I can dig up. Maybe draw up a profile for you? So who's the guy?
Victor Marchenko.
Ooh, he sounds bad. No sweat, it's nice to feel like I'm part of something. I'll let you know if I have any luck.
Thanks, Doc. I appreciate it.
Alright, I would talk to Arya.
We had Jensen inside Woodlake Complex today. Now,
I heard about Rucker. That's terrible, Adam. He was our standard bearer. What direction will the movement take now?
I don't know. I spoke to Miller as he was leaving. He told me he was going to Gollum City to talk to the state police.
Damn, I hope he has better luck than you and Smiley did. Because if you think that Prague is bad now, imagine what'll happen if reaction to Rucker's death gets violent.
I'd rather not.
Yeah, Fubar is what'll happen. What a week. And meanwhile, I'm going crazy waiting for Dr. Ozen to get back to me with my test results.
Test results?
How did it go with Dr. Ozen? She ran some tests?
I swear to God, Adam. These tests they give me are more stressful than being in the field. When I'm out there, I have immediate feedback every second. And when you're doing these tests, they just stare at you and take notes. I don't like it.
Nobody does. When do you get the results?
Dr. Ozen didn't say. I don't know, hopefully in a day or 2.
Try and stay positive.
Always.
And Dr. Delara Zane.
So what do you think of our new doctor?
What do you mean?
I just wonder what she's really doing here.
Things are heating up here in Prague. We can use all the help we can get. I'd be worried if Interpol didn't send a psychologist. Besides, I spoke to her for an hour. I like her.
It just seems suspicious to me, that's all. We've never needed a psychologist before. Who's she watching?
Come on, Adam, you keep talking like that and Chang's gonna change all the locks again. There are 87 agents in Prague, and I just finished handing out the new keycards.
Alright.
I should get going.
Okay. Talk to you later.
Bye-bye. Taking this first. Bye-bye. Here we go. Anyone down here want to talk? You're an analyst probably, aren't you? You're an agent.
Rucker's death has got everything on the web jumping.
You're okay.
Rucker's death has got
You,
everything on the
analyst. Hot dog. Analyst.
Video is much faster, but there's no substitute.
Analyst. 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 This man's hair.
Not again.
Oh, they're all analysts, okay.
Being paranoid.
No, I'm telling you, someone's hacking into the server and reading our email.
Oh yeah. Anybody in here? Ah! The lights, okay. Security. Regard. It's gone. Not a cell either. Bathrooms, that's doesn't matter. Smiley. Yeah, sure, Smiley, what's up?
Yes. Oh, hey. Adam, what's going on?
Miller sent me to...
Checking my progress? Really? I said it would be done when it's done. You can't rush these things, Adam. Excellence takes time.
Right. So...
Well, I was right. Am I good or am I good?
What did you find?
Oh, just some isolated fragments from what looks like the bomb's timing mechanism. And get this, it's a Stanek.
Stanek? The bomb's timing mechanism was a wristwatch?
Well, to address your incredulous tone, a mechanical timing mechanism is not as silly as it sounds. Security scanners can detect anything with a suspicious electronic circuit, so using a low-tech solution is really clever.
Stanek watches are custom-made locally. I think I'll pay the shop a visit.
It's probably closed. Let's see if I can find you a second option. Yeah, got it. Nomad Stanek, founder and owner of the store, lives in the Davnia Vod district near Pilgrim Station. That's Putnik na Draži in Czech, I think. Building number 96, second floor.
Nice, I'll check it out.
Great, let me know how it goes.
Alright. Find number. As good as you. Get out of here.
I've got to raise my browser. The Restoration Act is a step back.
I thought you were supposed to bring Rucker back to life.
Oh my.
So far, in spite of the increased load, our systems are holding, thank God. I don't know. I got a bad feeling
Not
about
with
this.
him in here. On my way in. NSA key card. Alright. Cool. Server admin.
Anomaly detected. Trace programs access granted.
Okay, computer password, that's fine.
Yeah.
Checking on the talk.
Going to be in Gollum City.
He told me as long as it takes. He's coordinating with them.
Thanks for taking care of those conspiracy nuts, Jensen. Man, the thought of someone knowing where we are, I mean, I'm supposed to be digging into this Janus hacking collective, but I can't do that if I keep looking over my shoulder, waiting for the next bomb to go off.
Any progress on Janus?
Why? What have you heard?
Don't get jumpy. Just curious.
Janus has officially hacked into my sleep. I wake up trying to figure out who's tracking who. Sometimes I think I'm this close, and then nothing. But I am starting to learn one thing.
And what's that?
The less I talk about how it's going, the better it seems to be going.
Peter Chang.
How did you get started here exactly?
Miller came to me in prison. Helping him set up a cybercrimes unit was my way out.
That's a pretty good deal.
Sure, if you're looking to exchange one set of impenetrable walls for another. At least in prison, I didn't owe anyone anything. Here, I don't know. They do a good job of reminding me that I have a lot to be grateful for.
You saying they hired you because they knew you wouldn't ask questions?
No. Maybe. Look, I do ask questions. A lot of questions. Just not always out loud.
Collective.
You were brought in specifically to track down Janus. You ever worked with them in the past?
I'm not one for collective ideals. Chang looks out for Chang. Sometimes our routes ran parallel, ships in the night kind of deal.
Is the collective as big a threat as people say?
People like to romanticize these kinds of hacktivist organizations.
Well, you don't see it that way.
They're anonymous, powerful, and convinced they have a stranglehold on what's right and wrong. In my opinion, that makes them very dangerous.
Get some sleep, Chang. You sound like you can use it.
Alright, Chang. Okay.
It's whoever we're not thinking of.
I've managed to track Vince all the way to the Repertory Cinema yesterday at noon, but the camera doesn't show him going out. There must have been.
Here we go. The Church of the Machine God, and to some, the Church of the Machine, without the God. And then again, to others, the Singularity Church of the Machine God. This group has so many names and subgroups, it's hard to keep track. And believe it or not, they've been around in one form or another since the early 1970s. There are a lot of contradictory reports on who they are and what they want, but in general, they all want the same thing. They want to merge their consciousnesses and become one with the machine god through a ritual they call Ascension.
How should I know?
Could be anyone, really.
Joseph the Builder, former member of the Church of the Machine God, now deceased. It seems he was the main architect and designer of the Consciousness Collector, the machine the Church of the Machine God wanted to use to help them merge with the Singularity.
It's whoever we're not thinking of.
Something big. We need to know what it is.
What about Samizdat?
The editor of Samizdat is a man known only as K. He works out of an underground newsroom somewhere in Prague, which is the principal hub for an extensive network of secret sources and rogue journalists working all across Europe.
We could put the name of every organization on a board and throw darts at it.
Materials needed for a food.
The editor of Samizdat is a man known only as K. He works out of an underground newsroom somewhere in Prague, which is the principal hub for an extensive network of secret sources and rogue journalists working all across Europe.
So much is that they don't tell us their plans.
Samizdat is an underground news outlet that prides itself on being the anti-Picus. They offer incisive and opinionated takes on and eagerly disclose sensitive information and/or leak documents to the public. Sometimes this information comes from secret sources, and sometimes it comes from actively hacking or even breaking into places where sensitive information is kept. Journalistic integrity and a genuine commitment to truth tends to balance the organization's more extreme-leaning conspiracy bent. For every wild speculation, there are at least 4 reasoned arguments backed by tangible evidence. Of course, a tinge of paranoid conspiracy mongering is inevitable, given that members of the group are considered criminals. Any kind of intelligence or international security agency is rightly very nervous about Samizdat's cowboy approach to information liberation.
Maybe it's the Diwali. Maybe they took out the train station to get at someone.
The Church of the Machine God has a leader, but all we know about her at this point is that she's a woman, and they call her
Art doesn't make sense.
That's creepy, right? I think that's really obvious.
What about the collective? Where are the Sons of Freedom?
I'll let you know.
The New Sons of Freedom, or NSF, is a small group of militant constitutionalists and secessionists operating in the continental United States, particularly in the Pacific Northwest. The group was formed as a reaction to the American government's increasingly authoritarian regime. NSF is committed to fighting the influence and control of a group of unknown people they believe to be the Illuminati with strategic guerrilla warfare strikes. They are suspected of having ties with Janus and the Juggernaut Collective.
Could be anyone, really.
What to say about the Juggernaut Collective that isn't speculation. A bunch of their members were running operations out of Montreal in 27, resurfacing for a while in 28. You heard of the Rifleman Bank Station? Bell Tower? Anyway, the Collective is a group of hacker activists, or hacktivists. God, I hate that word. Dedicated to the cause of freedom. At least that's what they say, or what their actions appear to say. They fight corruption by exposing hypocrisy and protecting the unprotected. No one knows the real power structure inside of the Collective, but there is one name that echoes over the darknet, and that name that echoes even louder than Hex, and you can talk to Peter Chang if you don't believe me, that name is Janus. And some say Janus runs everything, while others think there is no Janus.
Remember the days when people would claim responsibility for the horrible
Janus.
shit they did?
I mean, what can you say about him? Or her. Nobody really knows who or what Janus is. But what many believe is that Janus is running the most dangerous hacking group in the world, attacking corrupt politicians and businesses on a global scale. The corporate world is terrified of Janus.
Art doesn't make
How
sense.
about the Jinn?
I would have thought you'd had your fill of these guys since Dubai, Jensen. The Jinn, a group of smugglers led by twin brothers Salar and Wasim Alam. Their exact base of operations is unknown, but it's most likely in Muscat, Oman. The brothers Alam have been in operation since 2020 and have greatly expanded their operations since then, recruiting mercenaries, ex-military, nationalistic agitators, and other colorful criminal agitators from Afghanistan, Iran, Iraq, Saudi Arabia, and the surrounding region. They deal in drugs, weapons, medical implants, OGs, and they occasionally throw in some human trafficking.
Organization on a board until Dart's at it.
Our arms dealer Shepard, aka John Trent, is a former Special Forces commander and ex-Bell Tower operative. And as is typical for those ex-Bell Tower employees, he's been selling off old Bell Tower tech and weapons. But we don't need to worry about him anymore. He was killed by those gold mask guys in Dubai.
The amount of data to
Art doesn't make sense because of, the obvious.
This guy is the face of the Jinn and a charismatic force of nature. They call him the Bull of the North and the Heart of the Jinn. Real name Salar, works in conjunction with his cold and calculating brother, Wasim, who saved his life during the AUG incident. He is proudly augmented and parades his AUGs around wherever and whenever he likes. The hatred of AUGs from groups around the world has only emboldened him as an organization.
Because of, the obvious.
William? Wasim?
Wasim Alam, the head of the Jinn, former limb clinic doctor and surgeon before he turned to more profitable enterprises. He brings the same cold and calculated approach he brought to saving lives to running his business with his brother, Salar.
If I have anything, I'll let you know.
Agent Singh, great poker player. I still owe him 100 credits. So I hope his incursion with the Jinn lasts another few months. Maybe he'll forget I owe him the money.
The Purity? Purity First?
Purity First is an anti-AUG group dedicated to keeping humans human. All pure, no augmentations. In their obsessive pursuit of this goal, they have taken extreme measures and are suspected of being responsible for multiple acts of breaking and entering, vandalism, and theft. On occasion, they've even become violent, being implicated in several assaults and murders as they push for their goal of human purity. They've been quiet since the incident.
Art doesn't make sense.
The W crime family?
Oh, here we go. The Diwali crime family. As you may already know, they're one of the largest crime syndicates in Eastern Europe, but they do business almost everywhere, from Northern Europe all the way to the Middle East. After their humble beginnings in a coastal town in Georgia, the Diwali quickly moved from gambling to more lucrative criminal smuggling, which includes human trafficking too. The Diwali can get anything to anywhere. It's as if borders just don't exist to them. But their rapid expansion came at the cost of their Georgian purity when they started an increasing number of Russians into the group. If you ask me, I think a major power struggle is coming within the Diwali. One of the old versus the new. The past versus the future.
We could put the name of every organization on a board until Dart's at it.
Otar's right-hand man is this guy, Vano. Not the sharpest tool in the shed, if you know what I mean, but he's strong and loyal, something Otar values greatly.
We could put the name of every
Otar
organization on a board until
Bakabelli. This
Dart's
guy's
at
a classic. They don't make many like him anymore. Sharp mind, a real businessman. One of those gangsters who thinks that crime is a necessary evil, If it's gonna happen, he's there to make sure people have respect and make good money. Good business.
All we can do is speculate.
The elusive Radic Nikoladze. This guy's a piece of work. Driven and ruthless. When he came up, he was the youngest boss in the Diwali crime family. The man spends more money on suits than most people spend on their houses. But don't let the looks and the haute couture fool you. He's the boss, he's in control, and he
Remember the
squashed
days
more than a
when
few
people
people
would
who've tried to
claim
take him down along the way.
responsibility for the horrible shit they did? Art doesn't make sense because
It's just
of
chatter on top of chatter.
Diwali called this guy Constantine. Like that's supposed to be intimidating, right? We don't have a last name for Constantine, but until his death in the Rizika bombing, he was a high-placed member of
Art
the
doesn't
Diwali
make
crime
sense
family,
because of,
answering to
you know,
Otar
the
Batkavelli.
obvious.
We suspect he has lots of connections in the upper echelons of the organization, all the way up to Radic Nikoladze and beyond. Between you and me, I suspect that he's a Pakhan, a spy that watches the Diwali lieutenant closely to make sure he doesn't make a move on the boss.
And Pakhan spy.
The classic Diwali structure has two spies, or Pakhans, working for the lieutenant who
It's
report
whoever
directly
we're
to the
not.
boss, to make sure he stays the boss. Those guys are pretty violent. You've heard of these guys. ARC, or the Augmented Rights Coalition. They're a human rights group who, on the surface at least, is trying to provide equal rights for augmented
We could
people.
put the name of every
It was started by
organization
Dr.
on board
Talos
until dark
Rucker
side.
soon after the AUG incident when Rucker started to speak out against the anti-AUG legislation that was being passed by several local governments. If you ask me, it's not working. They seem to be getting worse. ARC preaches non-violence, but a string of terror attacks has put them on the terror watch list. So I'll let you be the judge. Dr. Talos Rucker, former medical doctor and former leader of the Augmented Rights Coalition, now deceased. You know the rest.
I don't know. We could put the name of every organization on the board until dark side.
Everything we know about this guy can fit on one yellow sticky note. We know his name, Viktor
Yeah, for-
Marchenko, if that's his real name, and nothing else. I mean, we can't find a trace of him anywhere.
Art doesn't make sense because of, you know, the obvious.
Anything else?
Hey, it's a good thing you got that signal booster offline. Agent Singh's been a long time getting into the
It's just chatter on top of chatter.
Missing Black? No? Okay. Vinny? Nope. Alright.
Pessimistically optimistic.
But my man, Duncan.
Yeah.
I'll be not even here, I guess. This is my room, right?
I'm not augmented, but I have many friends who are. And most of them are afraid to walk outside of their homes.
That's gotta raise some
Because
eyebrows.
if they do, the level of hatred and suspicion aimed at them is horrifying.
I was here.
If you could. Hey Jensen, heard you had a bit of trouble at the petting zoo.
Come again?
The snatch and grab with Rucker. Guess it's no steps forward and 2 steps back for you too, eh? Isn't that how you put it before?
Right. Only I'm not being tied up by red tape like you are. My problem is a little more complicated than that.
I'm just stating the facts as they are, mate. Although, I am a little surprised you managed to cock up such a simple task, what with you being so, well-equipped for the job.
You think because I'm augmented going after Rucker should have been a cakewalk? You know, McCready, the more I talk to you, the less surprised I am by what comes out of your head.
Is that a fact? You think you know me?
I know your type. You're a front towards enemy kind of soldier. Very effective, as long as someone points you in the right direction.
I'll wear that as a compliment, thank you. And fuck you. Now, if you don't mind.
Sure.
Why do you have such a problem with me, McCready? You don't even know me.
Oh, I think I do. I've worked with your type before. You roll into barracks with your solid-state muscle, think you're more capable than the rest of us slobs.
You afraid of being replaced?
Please, mate. They broke the fucking mold when they made me. Besides, I think it's been proven that there's no substitute for good old-fashioned organic clockworks. So, again, if you don't mind, I have work to do.
Persist.
So no AUG can ever live down the incident, is that it?
Is this meant to be an interrogation, Mr. Shit-hot ex-cop? Because you're dancing on my last fucking nerve.
You afraid it's gonna happen again?
Listen, Frankenstein, I lost 3 men. Good men. Because one of you fucking robots had his switch. I warned you about pushing it, didn't I? Still, that was unprofessional. Look.
We all lost something during the incident, some more than others. But the people responsible are still out there, and they need to answer for what they did. I'm not asking you to be friends, but we can't stop them as enemies.
Mismatched tools, bound by a common goal. Is that it?
Something like that, yeah.
Hell, maybe that is all we need. Suppose we just let time tell.
Right. I'll see you around, McCready.
Sure.
Oh my god. It's gonna happen. I ship him. Hold up. Just in case. Where do you take me? Into here. I mean, I'm not able to get over there from here, so I'll have to go into its actual door. Do I have his password? No.
Anomaly detected.
Nice.
Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Joseph, my access credentials are messed up. I tried to save them and grab the ARC report myself, but my all 3 creds are down for some reason. On the attempt access while someone official looks into it. Jim, content and distribution strictly subject to internal security regulation. Refer to organization policy for full details. No need for temp cards, I'll sort it. Here's a report for the US. Now you have what you need. I'll appreciate some progress. Update in 24 hours. Maybe tomorrow. Come on, guys. TF29 was put together to avoid getting slowed down. Red tape requests, and now I can't even access files within our own organization. How does this even happen? It's ridiculous. Jim Miller, director. This is Martine Director Miller. This is Martine Penderson. I'm doing a personal follow-up to try and get the issue sorted as quickly as possible. Our initial check was carried out within 5 minutes receipt of your message. The problem must be a deeper permissions glitch that we have not hit before. In the meantime, a valid solution is to ask Mr. Manderly for temporary credential. Apologies for the inconvenience, and we'll be sure to update you when the problem has been solved. Director Miller, with respect, sir, I believe it is time we review the Adam Jensen situation. 6 months ago, I expressed reservations about extending him an invitation to join TF29, citing the anti-AUG atmosphere in the city, Jensen's disregard for authority, and the difficulties in joint AUG management of their unique asset. Particularly, one of the occasionally authorized to manage his own assignments. I feel that all my pessimistic predictions have come to pass. I'm not suggesting we dismiss him, but But it is time past. What? But it is past time to, at the very least, clearly define his position within the T29 hierarchy. I'm sorry. I'm eager to meet, discuss. I can't even read today, and discuss this at your earliest convenience. Dr. McCready. Okay. Black hat. First try.
Alex, I'm in. Anything I need to know before I start up this chair?
Every NSN is different, man, so I'm not sure what to expect. I'm guessing you'll end up in some kind of virtual conference room. No one else should be in there.
And if they are?
They'll see you as Miller, so say something snippy and log off.
Okay. Where do I find these stored conversations?
Hell if I know. This is your plan. But holographic recordings take up a lot of virtual memory, so you may have to look in several places.
I'll just have to play it by ear.
Exactly. The whisper chip is still in place, though, so we'll both know when you've done it. Good luck, Adam.
Alright. Just protocols logging in, loading avatar.
This is different.
Back here, where are you? Task Force 29. Find and access all data towers. Use remote hack on server blocks to clear a path and access out of reach areas. Be mindful of security devices. If they are triggered, an alarm will sound and all hackable obstacles will be reset. Alright. Alright, that's one. At a door. Oh, no, it's at a door. Okay. I hack these? No. Server block. I hack the camera? Nah. Alright. Over here, anything? Oh. Where do you go? Alright. Turn on new. Alright, that's one. Three more. Alright. Easy. Garbage. It's another one. Alright. I didn't jump across like, oh, I think I didn't jump across, okay. Can I climb you? Not really, not at all. Go back. Please. You have to go up there, okay. Back down. Didn't fashion the other ones. There we go. Alright. Well, there we go. Alright. Conference call with Joe said manually.
Sending your team to Dubai was my call, but now we need to go by the book. Focus on ARC.
You want me to pin all of this on them? The bombings in Prague, the break-in at VersaLife, Dubai?
Officially, all 5 attacks involved augmented terrorists. Is that clear?
Yes, sir. But send the reports if you want me to prove it. Because ARC doesn't operate in North America.
Place call Hong Kong Alpha 10 priority message.
Then no problem.
We've got a problem. Miller wants to see a report on the break-in.
What break-in?
The one your San Francisco research facility is supposed to have any day now.
What? What exactly did you tell him? Never mind. I'll take care of it. In fact, it may even help me clean up a related incident. What have you heard from our man inside Ark?
Not much. He has to be careful transmitting. Rucker may be onto him.
Then it's time for him to use the Orchid. Tell him.
Killing Rucker. Are you sure it's a good idea? I mean, it'll certainly make things easier during Phase 2, but...
Are you doubting me, Joseph?
I'm merely concerned that the rest of the Council might not like your call. They seem less cohesive these days.
Rucker's death may upset some of them. But at this juncture, Brown is the only person we pay attention to. Once Rucker is dead, I'm positive he's going to make his move. Do it!
End call.
Okay.
Alex, did you get all that?
Hell yeah. Don't tell me this isn't the proof we're looking for, Adam. This is big. Janus needs to hear it.
I want to talk to him this time. Set it up. Let me know where.
It'll have to be somewhere safe. Leave the task force when you can, and I'll contact you with a location.
Adam, what are you doing in here?
Deflect.
Suppose I could ask you the same thing, Delara.
I'm worried about Vince Black, the head of our organized crime division. I was leaving a message for Director Miller asking if he's heard from him.
Black's still deep undercover inside the Diwali organization, isn't he?
The kind of deep that can be hard to swim back from sometimes, yeah. He's supposed to meet with me once a week so I can bring him back into the shallows, only he never showed for our first meeting.
From what I know of the Diwali, their influence extends outside of the Czech Republic. Maybe he's out of town.
Maybe. Maybe you could find out?
Sure.
Sure. I think I can do some digging around for you. When was the last time you heard from him?
First and last time was in his office a few days ago. He seemed antsy, kind of nervous that I was there, you know?
Well, then maybe I'll poke around his office a little while I'm here.
Why stop now, right? Well, listen, Adam, Lyon's waiting on my initial batch of reports, and I'm sure Director Miller wouldn't be too pleased to find us standing in his office, so... Unless there's something else, I think this is where I'll check out.
Black Sice Eval. Working for TF-29.
Is there anything in Black's psyche, Val, that leads you to believe he's capable of maybe undermining the task force? Is there a chance he's gone off reservation?
Human beings are predisposed to damaging everything they come into contact with. Of course he's capable. As am I. As are you.
So these evaluations you conduct with him, they're useless in determining a course of action he might take.
I don't have a crystal ball. And Black's last eval predates my arrival here. Nonetheless, it's still helping me understand what he's dealing with on a subconscious level. That he may be in trouble. I wish I had something more concrete for you to go on.
That's a huge hair clip.
You mentioned Leon is expecting your first batch of reports. You don't answer to Director Miller?
I'm a civilian employee, specializing in habituating deep cover operatives.
You're not an agent. So why did you choose to work with badges?
I started out working for LIM International, helping patients cope with the emotional strain of augmentation. After the incident, I needed to change my focus. Interpol was looking, so I moved my clinic to the public sector.
So you answer directly to Joseph Manderley?
It was Joe's idea to get a psychological clinic up and running inside our field offices. But listen, Adam, I have a small mountain of agent files to process, so if there isn't anything else...
Manderley?
Joe, huh? Sounds like you and Manderley are close.
We're close because I used his first name?
Well, you said you joined TF-29 after the incident. I assume that maybe you and Manderley started together when the task force was launched.
No. I arrived after Joe did. Look, Adam, we should probably get out of here, don't you think?
Her jumped over quite a few heads to get to big chair at TF-29.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I'm asking
I
too
am
much.
curious, though, where Manderley came from exactly. Heard he jumped over quite a few heads to get to the big chair at TF-29. Must have some pretty influential friends pulling strings.
Why the interest in our boss?
I'd just like to know who everyone is.
If Joe had help, I'm sure it was from people who share his vision for what this task force could become. Anyway, listen, I really do think it's best if we get out of Miller's office before he returns. So, if you'll excuse me.
Alright. Not before you. Bye.
I'm glad you came back.
Okay. What's this? Oh yeah, it's side mission for her.
I know. I got a bad feeling about this.
Search's office. Don't mind me. Anyone here? You have my information. It is not so easy for me to betray my husband. I have your ticket, Berlin, one way. We have a deal. Meet me at Red Queen in 1 hour. Why so long? When was this? No. Red Queen is a dangerous place for this kind of business. I have one less thing to take care of. Do you want this over with or not? If I'll be waiting. Lights offline.
Delara, I'm in Vince's office. I think I have a lead. An appointment Vince made with an informant.
That sounds Adam. You willing to follow up?
Only way to find out what happened to him.
If something happened to him. Let's not assume the worst just yet.
Great. Alright. Something. That's the clock place. Stun gun. Their way in. I don't think so. Maybe from the other Sturgeon.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Oh, leveled up. I don't see anything. Take these. Alright. Take the back. Alright then. Are you blind? I don't think there's a way in. What is that? Crown? Okay, whatever.
Are you blind? Goddamn war zone.
I don't know.
Never get back to sleep. I'm
already. I think from here. Nope. Oh, what up? What's that? Okay. You can do it, Jensen. Believe in you. There you go. 3 poker nights in a row and now patrol duty on Rozzy. No wonder Lena complains to see you more than her. Patrol says we're up Monday. Security PW at the station is Laura Oka. Got a feeling after this weekend I'm going to have trouble remembering your name. Never mind passwords, assuming we don't die at boredom patrolling the metro. Got some ideas for where to hold a tournament next Saturday. See you tomorrow, Vigo. Hold on. Empty. Got a computer. I was in here already. So Mr. Pocket Secretary then. Okay. Regard. Take you. That.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Alright.
Access granted.
Got in here. Tavos Vault key card? Oh, I can go do that real quick. I think I read that one. I'm so good. Okay.
Not like this. Not like this.
Wasn't me.
Go away.
It wasn't me. It's okay. You don't see anything. What even was that? Security. Okay. Where's the bank at? Bank is to my left.
Let us do our job. Please, go home.
No.
Sir? The south. The vent there. Alright. There we go. Which one is Tavos? Already off. Alright. You Tavos? Air Tai Young. Already did you. Lovely. Octavos. Or Pegasus Vault. Octavos. Okay. Revolver ammo. More ammo. More ammo. Silencer. Please be advised that I have logged unscheduled access to some of our roles here at the CTO Palisade, Masako Osaro. I have approached this individual and been rebuffed citing security concerns. David, go into our vault and have a look. The computer code is LKMN01259KNML. Check the access logs for dates and get back to me. Okay. Special rifle. I like it. I'll keep it. They can go though. What do you have on you? Just an EMP rifle? Okay, that's it. I like it. I'll keep it. Move. You already have a silencer on 2. Cool. Keep the EMP ammo. That can go. I'll drop it. Laser sights. Some mines. Templates. Alright. It's not a response. Andy, I think it's this is the section we were talking about. I have the rest of the recorded speak.
I have the rest of the record on file somewhere. St. John of Folks, category deny any knowledgeable of the methods utilized by personnel in your employee. ASJF, you will refer to my prepared statement. It's whatever. How much is going to hurt us? Personally, not much. We're going to have to downsize somewhat. That's fine, but contract-wise, many of our existing clients will be on board. They know the same management will be behind the new name. Many of the same personnel. All good news. My worry is keeping the transfer out of the public eye. Public are for idiots. Or the public are idiots. Once this all blows over, they'll completely forget about the name Bell Tower Associates. So you don't think the Tarvo security brand will be affected? That's what we're branding is all about. And your job, right? Yes. And good day, Luther. Just a quick message to keep you up to date. Tai Young Medical has re-upped as expected. Mostly the same personnel will stay in place. The uniforms will have to be shipped as soon as possible, as soon as available. Contract in Brunel has been approved. It took a lot of negotiating, but I was able to sway them. It's a big one. They're looking for us to provide upwards to 300 troops. They'll be patrolling Bagwagon, Bagawan, a number of their offshore oil concerns. Palisade Property Bank in Prague has also come on board. Much of their security is automated, but they feel a physical presence is necessary for them to promote a sense of safety and security that their clientele have come to expect. I'm not going to argue with them. Small output of manpower for now, but I get the sense they will be expanding soon. All in all, Tarvo security is picking up right where we left off. It's not my native read. Terminal. Money.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Alright.
Access granted.
What we got in here? Revolver armor piercing rounds? That's it? That's it, okay. Get me out of here. Yep. So I'm gonna go to the club for Black, I guess. that is kind of far.
Stop!
Why?
Just make it through this shift.
Who listens to that garbage?
Mam ci co dalšího říct.
Almost there.
Seems like you've scared everyone straight.
Oh yeah! Some bronze
Alright, Red Queen. Okay.
You must have quite a pair on you, mister. I'll give you that.
Thought the red light district was more liberal when it came to Augs.
No, nothing like that. Your money's as good as anyone else's, except... we haven't had too many augmented in here lately.
You worried I'll put the other customers off their entertainment?
In the Red Queen? You're more likely to get some offers, handsome. So, what'll it be?
Gossip. Red Light District.
Red light district always this busy?
Only at night. Locked up tight during the day. That's when the rest of the old district gets its share of the tourist credits.
Pigeons of a different feather.
You could say that. A little less adventurous. You know, museum goers, souvenir buyers, walk around with cameras glued to their faces. Not that there's anything wrong with that. You live in the city long enough, you take things for granted. Ignore all the sights and sounds around you that make it special.
Yeah, I know the feeling. You only miss that stuff when you've left.
Recent events.
All the trouble lately can't be good for business.
You kidding? We deal in sex and alcohol. Times get tough, demand goes up, not down. People are looking to escape, you know? Play out some fantasies, have fun.
And a little thing like the possibility of another bombing isn't enough to keep them at home.
Well, we don't have to worry about that anymore. Don't know if you heard, but they got the bastard who was behind the Ruzicka explosion.
What do you mean?
Rucker, the leader of ARC. I guess the cops smoked him out of his hole. New said he's dead and ARC was basically dismantled. Terrorists gone. Poof. Like that. So we got nothing to worry about. Right?
Yeah, right.
Red Queen.
The Queen's got a pretty liberal management policy. A lot of places in this city wouldn't even let me in the door.
The whole red light district is like that. Mostly. Besides, some of our most popular employees are augmented. Be kind of hypocritical to turn them away as customers.
Smart business practice.
Oh yeah. The owners here are real smart businessmen. Part of the reason the Red Queen is the most popular club in the district.
Sounds like a nice little family-run operation.
Look, I don't want to get into trouble. And I don't want to lose this job.
Don't worry. Just getting the lay of the land.
Alright.
Actually, I think I'm gonna pass.
You change your mind, I'll be right here. Welcome to the Red Queen.
What do we got here? Got upstairs. Back here is a bathroom. Events.
Guess they don't call it the red light district for nothing.
Yeah, no vents, alright. No name. No name. No name. No name. Pick a name. What time do you get off? Yeah, okay.
Go away. Go away from me.
Guess I'm allowed up here.
She booked a place here? In a private room? I'm sorry, but I'm still freaked out by all of this.
It's down here.
She's having a fling with an augmented gigolo. So what?
Got a name? Nope. Name? Nope. What up? Beer?
Ahoy!
Whiskey,
No name.
am I right?
What up?
It is my pleasure to serve you. What would you like?
Neither.
I'm all right for now.
If that ever changes, I'll be here waiting.
Nah. Civilian.
My favorite color.
Absolutely. The architecture
What
in the
about
old
you?
sector was great. But this area is every bit as amazing.
Are you Vincent Blake? It's me, Dobramila. Please, you... No, you are too... I'm sorry. I have made a mistake. I'm waiting for someone.
Disclose bluff.
I know about your meeting, and I'm as eager to find Vince as you are. Maybe we can help each other.
Who are you? What is it you think you know?
Vince and I work together. I know who he is. I know what he does. And I know there are people worried about him.
Is he in danger? Has something happened to him?
I don't know yet. That's what I'm trying to figure out. But I get the feeling he's not the only one who might be in danger. That was some shot in the dark. You had no way of knowing who I was while I was here.
It wasn't a total shot in the dark. You're obviously not the Valley. Though I should have known right away that Vince Black wouldn't be augmented. I should be more discreet. We both should.
What kind of trouble are you in, exactly?
Vince wanted me to tell information about my husband's operation. Vlesta runs a... It's something Vince was digging into. Come closer. Pretend you're kissing my neck.
Your husband runs a Diwali operation. I'm assuming there are people in here who know who he is. You don't think me kissing his wife might draw unwanted attention?
Flirting is one thing. They expect it. He cheats on me, I cheat on him. But his business is something else entirely. We must be discreet, darling. Please, I'll tell you whatever I can. Whatever you want. But not here. This isn't the time to ask questions. You understand, yes?
Sure. Yes.
We should talk somewhere else.
I am leaving by train tonight. There is a secluded courtyard by the tracks. Shikashka. Go before me and I'll meet you there. I don't want anyone to see us walking out together.
You sure you'll be alright until then?
I've survived marriage to that man for this long. I think I can make it one more night. I'll be okay. I just need another drink to get my courage up and to loosen my tongue. We'll see each other soon. I promise.
Are
you okay?
Where am I going? What up? What you got in here? Newspaper. Alright. Not bad. Anything in here? Nope. Okay. Get rid of that pistol. Golden Prestige, ebook, collapse of an industry, lib. Alright. Before I hack that,
bookstore then here.
I don't see anything else. Okay. Not at Bayek.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied.
I'm garbage. Alright. You know what? I'll use a hacking tool. I have something enabled.
Not sure how I feel about this weather.
Almost done. Alright. There we go. Now that I got a good shipment for you on the way, you busted a warehouse belonging to an separatist sympathizer and seized a good haul of weapons. Found nothing on the Lancer or any Lancers, Vulgars, or a Devastator.
You weren't kidding when you said they were rare. Still, this is a good one, and my promotion to Deputy Inspector came at just the right time for us to be rich men. Just a brief problem, my contracting customers were bringing the stuff to my place and ran to the Devals. He ditched the shipment before they grabbed him, but I don't know where. The fucking asshole didn't find anything on him, but still must have smelled something was up. He's breathing through a tube in Prague General right now. I think they know someone's dealing out of their bullshit rules. But if they knew who I was, I'd be dead already. I'm pissed I'm losing the hardware, but my guy wakes up if we're going to have this tight. I can't send you any credits to grease the wheels until later, so you'll have to stall on your end or something. And B, Jesus Christ, I warned you, didn't I? 30%. It's nuts that but it's preferable to getting killed. Make a good team, but if I get a visit from some Grigori and Mated with a baseball bat, you can be sure I'm going to tell him what good friends we are, so you don't miss the party.
Alright. Also have this equipped.
Oh my.
Oh my.
To Larry, there?
What is it, Adam? Any word on what happened to Vince?
I just spoke to his contact. A woman he was supposed to meet to get info on some Devali op. Problem is, he never showed up.
I have a really bad feeling about this. Do whatever you can, Adam, to pick up his trail. Let's hope he's alright.
Nice outfit.
Those outfits. Great. Clear my inventory out too, since I'm going over here. Where am I going? Down here, okay. Alright. Go to my place, jump off my gear. I'm gonna keep the AR on me, I think. So what am I doing then? Let me see. If it ever loads. What if I delete these? Don't drop it. Please. No, I'll keep that for now. Can I put that on this? At all? No, it already has one, I guess. Silencer neither. Alright, there we go. Templates.
these and we're good. Okay. I'll drop off these two though. And maybe I'll line with the cross top. Yeah, sure, that's fine. Alright. Plenty of room. Drop off the silencer and the suppressor.
I see.
One more? One more. Centralizing secrets. Tazmadad is all about truth and information. What is this? I read this one already. Alright. No. Back. Drop off these two. And these. Alright. That's fine. Then I'll keep it on me. Now we're good. It's fancy looking.
You think you're better than me?
Can't change you, you're only on fully auto, alright. Keep on the stun gun. And the track back up. Oh, why? On you, not you. Goes out of my hand. Alright. I'll have the stun gun. Alright, we're good.
Just a little farther. I want to make sure I wasn't followed. I think it is safe for us to talk here. Finally, together we can make Vlasta pay.
Vlasta, your husband. What's this about exactly? You said you have information.
Smuggling. Weapons. Drugs. Whores. You name it, darling. All of it is heading east. I have the address of the locker where everything is stored. And I have the code to get in. You will see for yourself. And then you will do what you think is best.
You want me to shut down your husband's smuggling operation. Why?
I agreed to sell out my husband in exchange for a new life. Vince and I were still negotiating the details. You are looking for Vince, trying to pick up his trail. I guess I am negotiating with you now.
Durabilimia? I think I butchered that.
All this sneaking around, exposing your husband's criminal activities. How much danger do you think you're in?
I don't know. I was scared waiting inside that damn club. Paranoid. But I think the worst is over. I'll be out of Prague within the hour and he'll never see me again. Assuming you can pay, of course.
Vince?
How did you know to trust Vince with all this? What made you believe he can help?
I didn't know. Not for sure. All I knew is that very few are willing to stand up to men like my husband. I had heard that Vince Black was one of those men. But when he didn't show up to our meeting, I don't know what to think of him anymore. I put my faith in you now.
Do you know of any other ways to contact Vince? Or do you know anything that might explain why he didn't show up?
All I know is that Vince wanted information about my husband. And that my husband... Blesta knew the name Vince Black. He cursed it often. I believe he feared Vince.
Blesta?
What else do I need to know about your husband?
Blesta is like all young Diwali. You cannot argue with them. You cannot intimidate them. You cannot appeal to their heart. All he cares about is delivering on time. And chasing after women who are not his wife.
Is that why you want to get back at him? Because of something he's done to you?
I have no illusions about who I married. I know he was ambitious, eager to please the wrong kinds of men. But I didn't think he would turn into this monster. I want him to test failure, to have to walk home with his tail between his legs.
If I get involved in this, there's a chance he might not walk home at all.
What you do with the information I sell you is up to you. All I care about now is starting over.
Negotiate for information.
Alright, this information you have, how much do you want for it?
The price of a ticket to Berlin, with enough left over to start my new life. That is what Vince and I had agreed.
Alright, I'm rich, I don't spend money,
They say
so...
Berlin is a good city for those wanting to be lost.
Only 350? I expected like 5k.
Here, this should be enough to get you out of here.
All right. Thank you. My husband owns a storage locker next to the Palisade Bank. The code is 2565. It is the centerpiece of his operation. I hope you find what you're looking for.
Alright. Read the map. That thing. Map. Though Brimila scribbled this location of her husband's smuggling operation onto the back of an old receipt. So he's not far from Palisade Bank, and the code to get in is 2565. Alright. So we're here. That stuff. Main mission, travel to Danny's server. What am I doing here? Should I do fortify? What does it even do? Increases, oh, just increase the number goes up by. That's fine, I'll save my points.
Delara, that Vince was digging into? I've got the edge looking for.
Maybe he's still looking. Or maybe he found it some other way. This information, you came by it how exactly?
The informant Vince was supposed to meet. She agreed to work with me instead.
That doesn't surprise me. You're good at gaining people's trust, Adam. It's a rare skill.
Point is, I got a lead. I'll let you know what I find.
Alright, to you. I'll be right back.
Do I have to actually read the map, or is it actually pointing it out for me?
I'd rather go see
That was pointed out.
The whole department is corrupt.
Boy,
You make me sick.
you're welcome. Some going around. Or... Alright. Martin Bybik. I guess you get, or the wife, I guess, of the dude from earlier.
Anomaly detected.
Alright.
Trace probe access granted.
Access granted. Marta, whatever your reasons, I am not unsympathetic. Believe me, this is the worst time you could have chosen to contact your family. But you understand, when nobody knew anything, you were safe, but now they know. But now that your sister knows the truth, she has a dangerous secret. Ruthless single-mindedness of men like your husband makes them very dangerous. They know how to force people to real things. Please sever all contact with your sister immediately for everyone's safety. I will speak with her in person. This is from Katerina, whatever. Explain things and give her any assistance with Crystal if I can. Meanwhile, you and I shall have to discuss relocating you and Lucas once again. Miss Bobbitt, I've created a file for you that now officially makes me your legal counsel. With all of the protection under the laws that affords, I've also been in contact with Miss Monarakova, and she has familiarized me with your situation. I regret that I must point out a very intricate legal complication with your desire to reassign custody of your son to your sister. Did anything happen to you with organizations such as the Slavic Veneration, a foundation for better women, function with its full sanction and support of the countries in which they operate? Many of the actions they take out of necessity, although themselves legal, confer no legal authority. In other words, although he believes you both to be deceased,
As far as the law is concerned, Mr. Bobbitt is still your husband and Lucas is his son. Therefore, Mr. Bobbitt maintains the full custody rights of a married birth parent. Mr. Bobbitt was augmented, it would be relatively easy to strip him of any rights with regard to your son, but since this is not the case, the only way to secure your son's future is to sue for full custody, which would, of course, entail revealing your secret to Mr. Bobbitt and the court. Please let me know how you wish to proceed. Philip, what is that? Marta, it was a miracle to see you again after all this time, especially since I thought you were lost to us forever. God, all the time we have wasted because of that monster, and Lucas, I am so proud of my nephew. When I heard of the news about the tragedy at the train station, it coincided with the time your train was due to arrive. I called and left a message yesterday. If you did not receive it, that news said that all the chaos in Prague was created due to communication problems. Please reply to this as soon as you can and let me know you are alright. I cannot bear the thought that I've got my dear sister back, only to lose her again. Love, Hantika.
at the mother who died at the train station? Maybe? I don't know. Like a week ago, so.
This is Eliza Cassan, reporting to you live from Piket.
Not to go around, okay. I mean, it looks like the kid. Kinda. I don't know. What kind of jump was that? Call that a super jump? Jensen, please. Is there another way in? I used the door? Maybe? No? Okay. Uh, 2, 5, 6, 5. Boop, boop, boop. Escape, lost his locker. I mean, you're not hostile, so. Hi. Before you take that, that's gonna be mine. And now it's parked.
What are you doing? Who are you? What are you doing here? If Blaster sees you, he'll... Waiting alone was part of the deal.
Vlasta, huh? What kind of deal? Why are you locked up in here?
I don't know who you are or what you want, but me getting out of here is non-negotiable. You need to leave.
I got a tip about a Diwali smuggling operation being run through here. One that may or may not involve someone I'm looking for. And headed by your friend, Vlasta.
Vlasta is not my friend. He's a necessary evil. Are you some kind of cop? I know all about cops. The ones I met in Golem were very good at introducing themselves.
I'm not like them.
Look, I'm not from here. My name is Olivier. 5 months ago, I was pulled from a train. I didn't have a ticket. They checked my name and saw that in university years ago. I was part of a radical group. 50 students, we were nothing. But it is enough for them to drag me into Golem. Since then, I have spent every minute of every day trying to get out. And now that I'm close, you are not going to ruin it for me.
You're paying the Diwalis to be their cargo. There's gotta be better ways of getting out of Prague.
Not legal ones. Not for me. Vlasta's my best shot of getting past the checkpoints. I got the rest of the money and now he's going to get me all the way to Rabia. I am not going back to Golem. Do you have any idea how bad it is?
Mitigate, acknowledge. Integration of Golem, oppression, crime, best all courage, people finding ways to keep going. Golem was hell. It is hell. I understand doing whatever it takes to get as far away as possible.
I saw segregation in Golem. Oppression, crime. But I also saw courage. People finding ways to keep going. I know it's bad. But I'm not sure it's worth making a deal with the devil just to get out.
If you believe that, then you go live there. Spend 5 months getting kicked, spit on, locked up, and interrogated about things you know nothing about. I'll take my chances with people like Vlasta, people like Vince.
Vince Black? What's his role in all of this?
He's the one I had to pay to get to Vlasta.
You had to pay him where? When's the last time you saw him?
2 days ago, the basement of a convenience store in Davni Obvut. It was not far from the gates. That is all I know, please. This is my ticket now, do you understand? Promise me.
Dispute. Question. All I want is Vince.
I came here to find out what happened to Vince Black. What else can you tell me about your dealings with him?
You pay these cops in Golem a lot of money and they get you to Vince's apartment. Then you pay Vince. Then Blaster comes to pick up the cargo, so then you pay Blaster. Blaster and Vince, they had some kind of fight about money, about the location of this place. Blaster's men blindfolded me and brought me here, and told me to wait. It's Blaster! Look, nothing you do here can change the fact that the Diwalis move contraband through the city. It's what they do. It's something they'll always find a way to do. You stop this truck and others will still make it out. The only difference is that I won't
let's
be
get
on
this
any
shit
of
in the
them.
truck. I need to meet Katka at the club by 9.
Katka might have to wait.
Who sent you?
Go see a passage, dismantle operation. Looking for Vince Black, tell me whatever you know about him. We don't have to have a problem here.
I'm looking for Vince Black. Tell me whatever you know about him and we don't have to have a problem here.
He's not a threat to you. He just wants to know about Vince.
Whatever you're going to do, Vlasta, do it quick.
You wanna know about Vince? Sure, no problem. Vince and I work together. He used his agency contacts to get me merchandise. Keep Interpol off my back. But then Vince got greedy. And so I shot him in the face. Like this.
Let's get in!
Could've gone better. I hope there's no achievement for it. I don't think there's an achievement for that. But I'm gonna check anyway, just in case. The day with Otar Batkavelli, Alison Stanek. That it? That's the only ones, okay. You wanna talk? No? Okay. Look at these, get some parts. Alright. Oh!
Oh, fuck!
Alright. Where do you go? She's still scribbing. Oh. Okay.
Okay, we should look.
Oh, are you scared? You almost in Prague, Louise. If I was in charge.
There's nothing.
Alright, we're going. Okay. I am horrible. Am I going to your face? Doctor. Oh no. Alright. Nothing. Bola or something, I don't know, that might have been weird. Down here. High rise. Around the fridge.
Delara, I found Vince. You were right to have a bad feeling.
What are you saying, Adam? Is he...
Yeah.
He should have been pulled months ago. It's all over his profile. Vince lost his edge. A person tries to be two things at once, sometimes he ends up not being either of them. He becomes lost.
I'll take your word for it. I'm gonna let you be the one to break this to Miller.
Right. Of course. Be careful out there, Adam.
Alright. Not you. Come on. Here we go. It's Vince Black is Karsnabog is Vince Black. How long did you expect to live 2 lives without me finding out? And I think you might have kept fooling us had you not told her. She's very good, isn't she? There's no hasn't make a man feel safe, loves even. By the time you read this, Vasa will be holding a gun to your face. I asked him to give you something before pulling the trigger. She said it was your favorite. A rat. It's a rat. You have anything on you? No, it's Stiletto. Okay. Vince Black was a double agent tangled up with double life. I don't know exactly what got him killed or why. I'm starting to think I'll never will. Maybe if I didn't send off what's your face, I would have been able to find out. Credits. Don't listen to a psychologist. He's asking questions about us, getting too interested. Probably goes into our office when we're not there. Change the code to the safe just in case. It's now 7913. I was already in your safe. Alright. Now what? All we got is a name missing, right? I'm at static. Yeah. Second floor, I think they said.
The clockman's clock is ticking. Good one. Come on, let's blow this place.
Come on.
Hey, I'm the
There we go.
not you.
Can I get up any higher? George next part. Butterfly, Seraph Industries. This is Eliza Cassan.
From Picus, Ariel is constantly bringing the best and latest technology.
Oh, the shot. That's fine. In here. Nope.
The infectious diseases are at the center of some disturbing health news right now.
Credits. Credits. I don't know if that'll work, but did they hear that? I don't know. Whatever. Gonna have on the sniper. Credits. I don't see anything. A book. Ticker tape magazine. Do anything.
Websites and radios.
Wii controller. I don't see anything. Go top. No. One sec. Alright. Rock on. It has to do with the bedroom. The clock. Oh, what's up? Oh, it. Did you close? Nothing? Okay. Nothing with the alarm or whatever. What if I close the door? I don't know what's up with that.
Restoration Act. I am joined by the head of the Department of Sociology.
Already unlocked. What if I turn on everything? I don't know. Oh, I'm blind. Alright. Read that in a minute. Is it Russian? OSL, never obscene.
Anomaly detected. Trace program access granted.
Nomad Allison attacked me. I'm deeply concerned for her well-being right now, and yours for that matter. She is dangerous. I'm sorry, Nomad, but I have to report the incident to the police. The things she was saying were very disturbing. I know the doctors at Bo Nice failed her, and I know you were hoping that they could repair her mental state, but this is my professional opinion here. I'm entirely convinced she wants to be helped. I'm not even sure how sure her condition is related to her injuries at all. Something else going on with her, something inborn. Please don't bring her here anymore. I'm sorry, Dr. Rondo. Mr. Stanek, even though your daughter continues to make a slow recovery from the severe neurotic depressive illness which has necessitated in her inpatient care, we are sorry to have informed you that she can no longer be mentally restored. She cannot be mentally restored effective February 16th, 2028. Kindly request Allison be returned to your care. You may collect her at our facility on or before the aforementioned date. Once she in your care, Allison will be followed up regularly in the outpatient clinic with Dr. Rondo M2 route. Truly sorry that we are unable to provide Allison with successful treatment. Respectfully, Emma Gain, Administration Director, Psychiatric Hospital, Bo Nice, I don't know. Nomad, it has come to my attention that your daughter may be involving herself with the wrong people. If so, she should be discouraged strongly. Keep an eye out on Nomad. It would be a shame if some of her mess were splashed onto you. Dearest daughter, why are you avoiding me? When I first brought you home from the hospital, you were so happy. For the first time, I thought you had finally found some peace, but now I'm frightened that those parasites you've fallen in with are corrupting you. I'm sorry. I know that they are your friends, but I wish you wouldn't shut me out of your life. Please, I need to see you. Meet me, even for a few minutes, just so I could see that you are okay. Get our favorite table at the Irish stool. You remember the spot downstairs. Allison, please come. Promise me. I promise, but know that even though the paths we take will all forever fade to different peril, we love you, Father. Okay. Crafting parts.
That will prevent deadly outbreaks from occurring at all. This is Eliza Costello, reporting to you live. Around the clock, around the world. Focus needs.
So I can, ceiling closed. Do anything? Alright. What are you doing in here? Get out of here. Down there. Get off. Get off. Deposits. Oh. Thought it came to the ceiling.
Smiley, Stanek wasn't at his apartment, but I did find what looked like bomb and a trap set by the Diwali.
You're kidding.
I also found out where he might be. The Red Light District. At a bar across the street from the Red Queen. I'm heading there now.
We have a couple of agents in that district watching the Diwali now. I'll send them over.
Copy that.
You worry about the odds on the street who carry the...
Wasn't this the room? Maybe I was down more. Maybe, I don't know. Could have been down more. Alright. Yeah, it wasn't there, so...
Animals.
I'll go back like you want to make it
a lot more memorable, huh?
Howdy.
Welcome to the Irish stool, buddy. Pull one up and I will see what we can do for you.
Irish Stool. Catchy name. Very evocative.
I like to think so. Well, what will it be?
Looking for a man named Nomad Stanek. Heard he might be in here.
Yeah, you're not the first. Couple of Interpol agents asked me about him too. What did he do? Is he in trouble or something?
I can't go into details about an ongoing investigation. Where did you say they were?
Downstairs. Don't mess up the place, okay? By the way, you want anything?
Sure.
No problem. Something else?
I'm good, dude. Thank you.
Not right now, thanks. I've got something to get to.
Hey, I'm a citizen. I have rights. You cannot detain me without charging me. This I know.
And I know you're gonna sit there quietly and wait with us like a good little watchmaker.
I've got this, Agent Riley. You and your partner can relax for a few minutes.
Wait a minute. I know you. You've been in my shop. What is this?
You have some things to answer for, Mr. Stanek. We have evidence linking you and your shop to the train station bombing.
Bombing? No, I would never. I wouldn't even know where to start. You have the wrong man.
Do I? Convince me. I have a timing device with your name on it, and I found the tools to make even more bombs in your apartment. What else am I supposed to think?
But you've been to my shop. You know I fix watches. I don't make bombs. No, those tools aren't mine. They belong to my...
Your daughter?
No. Look, take me in. I'm the one you're looking for, not her. I have made bombs for them.
I don't think so. Protecting your daughter is admirable, Mr. Stanek. But you're not doing her any good by taking the blame. You need to tell me what you know.
You're right, I know. Allison was in the military. She always wanted to belong, to be part of something greater than herself. She was such a beautiful child. Gifted.
What happened?
After the incident, she met some people. They said they were her friends, but I could see they only wanted to use her. Parasites, and now they have taken her. You must help. She is not to blame for this. She has been coerced.
Calm down. What do you mean they've taken her?
Allison and I were supposed to meet here tonight. Instead, one of them came by, spewing curses about fleshers and naturals. He gave me a message from her. She was saying goodbye. But she would never. They used her, and now they intend to make her disappear.
Allison?
Does your daughter have the expertise to do this?
Much more than I do. She was in the military. EOD, they called it. Explosive Ordnance Disposal.
The bomb squad?
Yes. She was happy in the military. They augmented her, rebuilt her to make her better at what she did. But after the incident, she was dishonorably discharged. She was lost.
That's when these new friends found her.
Ugh. They exploited her, and now they plan to discard her.
Apartment.
Your apartment was booby-trapped by Radic Nikoladze.
What? Why would he? I guess friendship means nothing to a thug.
What happened?
I was never a wealthy man, but my shop is well known and respected. Reddish liked my watches. He knew I needed money after what happened to Allison, so we strike a deal. But deals are like beautiful women to that man. A better one always comes around.
Friends.
What do you know about these friends of hers?
Other than they were augmented, not much. They only spoke to Allison when they came to the shop. As if anyone unaugmented was beneath them. They kept talking about the Ascension, whatever that is.
Where can I find Allison, Mr. Stanek?
I wish I knew. I would go and get her away from those people. I was about to go looking for her when your goons showed up.
We'll find her. I need you to go with these agents. I'll have some more questions for you.
No! I have to go! I have to help her! She's all I have.
Please, let us do our job.
Find my daughter, or I will!
Smiley, I spoke to Stanek. He's not our guy, but he has a daughter, Allison. Ex-military, EOD. She might be the bomb maker.
So what's our next move?
Stanek says he doesn't know where she is, but I think he's hiding something. The agents are bringing him in. Until he gives her up, this investigation is stalled.
I'll make sure they lean on him. See what he knows.
Good. Let me know what happens.
Adam, Janus heard the NSN conversation and recovered. He agrees you two should meet.
Good. Just tell me where.
There's an abandoned tourist information center in the central plaza. Make sure you're not followed. And I got something on Marchenko for you too. Details are on a pocket secretary near the meetup point. Look for a trash bin with a chalk mark above it. You'll find it near the metro.
Got it.
Alright. Dead drop. Trash bin near the metro.
You have a permit for that?
Maybe. Trash bin at. I've been down there already. I see. Oh, you. Come on, update. Come on. Which we know, born in 1991, there is phony Ukraine. Parents were illiterate railway workers, left school after 10 years, 2 years shy of the compulsory 12, become a shift worker on a drilling gang looking for shell gas deposit in eastern Ukraine. Ran into trouble in 2011 when a group of pro-Russian separatists started a fight with his crew in Mariupol after work. He tried to break it up, got injured, and ended up in a hospital. Could have been when he got augmented, not sure. Records get pretty scarce here. In fact, there are a good 12-year period where we can't account for, and no record of when or where he did get augmented. Shows up again briefly in 2023, this time with a wife and newborn kid, Alyssa Martivona, and Raza Vitorichina. Only now he's in Belgorod. Which I don't get, frankly. Pro-Ukrainian national moving into Russia only makes sense if he stayed with the energy companies all those years. Everyone wanted a piece of their reserves after 2015, but that would have put him somewhere in Siberia, not Belgorod. Belgorod is one of the, it's on the border with Ukraine. It's got nothing to do with oil. It does, however, have a long history of military occupation, and 2016 as the city from which the newly minted Russian Federation states deployed bell tower associates to quell Ukraine's anti-separatist dissension once and for all. So why he's having a kid there in 2023, still working on finding that one out, and I'm finding out what happened to the wife and kid afterward, because neither of them were with him when he mitigated from the Udalek complex last year. Alright, nothing. What was that? Oh, painkillers. How'd I get down here the first time? A vent? A vent. Janus, my boy, my son.
Janus, if this is your idea of a face-to-face meeting, I'm not impressed.
You didn't think I would jump on a plane to Prague, did you?
I guess not. That conversation we recovered, you know who Manderley was talking to, don't you?
Robert Page, CEO of Page Industries and owner of the VersaLife Corporation. He's a multi-billionaire.
Doesn't mean we can't arrest both of them for conspiracy to commit murder. We heard Page give the order to kill Rucker.
In a recorded conversation that you obtained illegally. It's fruit from the poisonous tree, Mr. Jensen. It won't stand up in court.
What about this orchid, then? Can we find out more about it?
I think we should find out. I'm digging on my end, but there may be something you can do in Prague. VersaLife has an account at the Palisade Property Bank. If you can get to their data vault, we may find some of the answers we're looking for.
You're telling me to break into a bank?
Ark is being manipulated,
like 4
set
times.
up to take the fall for something. Most likely another terror attack.
Fine. What about this Brown? Page mentioned him and some sort of council. Nathaniel Brown, maybe, head of the Santo Group?
Perhaps. Nathaniel Brown stands to earn trillions if the Human Restoration Act passes. But...
Janus.
Adam, the site's been compromised. I just spotted sentry drones headed your way.
What? How? I wasn't followed.
Maybe somebody at PRE detected Janus's hack into the bid. I don't know. Just get out of there.
Alright. Why am I heading this way now? I don't know. Whatever. The volley place? Ever been over here? Yes. Alright. There we go.
Další podělaná plechovka.
Why even
Alright.
Mr. Jensen, Nomad Stanek, please, please, you must help.
Mr. Stanek, how did you...
My daughter, they're going to kill her. I gave your friends the slip, and when I got to here...
Where?
The Prakarska district, an apartment complex behind the laundromat. Please, hurry.
There we go.
Area is swept. Moving. Yeah.
Alright.
Can't defend against that kind of thing.
Adam, you okay? Those drones...
I'm fine. Whoever sent them didn't succeed.
Thank God for that. Listen, Janus just called. VersaLife is closing their account, moving everything out of that data vault tonight. This can't wait. You gotta get over there now.
I can't. I found the bomb maker. She can tell us everything. But she's about to be killed.
What? Shit, man, they're cleaning up Blue Sands. I can't break into a bank, not by myself. And if we don't do this now, we lose the Orchid. Fuck!
But if I don't go to the Prakarska district, the bomb maker dies, and we're back to square one.
Your call, man.
I'm going to the bomb maker. I don't care about the bank. I just need to get to the bank. No, that's an Allison. Yeah, we're running on me Stanek. I don't care about what's it called either, Janus. Like, that whole story is like uninteresting to me. All Janus and Alex and whatever, I don't care about them.
Do not do that again.
Do not do that again.
What took you so long? You need to get in there.
What is this place?
This is where they're holding my daughter. After I evaded your agents, I followed one of those fanatics, and he led me here.
Where's she?
He said she was on one of the upper floors, but no one is allowed to go up there. These lunatics are armed. They'll shoot anyone who tries. What are they going to do to her?
It's okay. Mr. Stanek, stay here. I'll take care of it.
I doubt I can go fast enough to do both. Then won't let you do it, probably.
Welcome, Seeker. The Ascension is so many.
I wouldn't have met the mother here?
All she asks.
Listen closely. Give her word to find your
You're not going to the bank, are you?
Like I said, the bomb maker.
Can tell us everything, I know. But we're talking about a bioweapon, Adam. Once that vault is cleared out, whatever information was stored on the Orchid will be wiped clean. Gone.
Yeah, I get it.
Time is the enemy right now, Adam. I hope you reconsider.
I don't care, Alex. I really don't. I could easily do both.
I hope you find this bomb maker, Adam, because I just watched a convoy of armored vans leaving the bank.
VersaLife cleared everything out?
Yeah, we just lost the best chance we had to find out how to counter the Orchid.
I can feel the universe.
Praise and
come.
rejoice.
There was so much darkness.
Soon, we will all be as one.
Now is not the time to get distracted.
Oh.
He will not interfere any longer.
thought maybe it would work out. Well, I've been playing for 2.5 hours. I'd like another half hour. Switch over to PoE. Try to get up to like maybe Act 6. Depends. I'll probably go until Game of Thrones starts. Alright. What if I just jump up? Can I? No? Okay.
So many.
You're not going to the bank, are you?
Like I said, the bomb maker.
Can tell us everything, I know. But we're talking about a bioweapon, Adam. Once that vault is cleared out, whatever information was stored on the Orchid will be wiped clean. Gone.
Yeah, I get it.
Time is the enemy right now, Adam. I hope you reconsider.
Ain't doing it.
I hope you find this bomb maker, Adam, because I just watched a convoy of armored vans leaving the bank.
VersaLife cleared everything out?
Yep, we just lost the best chance we had to find out how to counter the Orchid.
Air crackles with electricity.
This within the singularity.
Area clear.
We cannot have any interruptions. Yes, sometimes even I fear the ascension. But doubt is a flaw of the flesh. Soon we shall no longer doubt.
Soon, when we are ascended.
All everything is fine. Mother ready?
Whatever it was, we're close.
What was that? Oh my goodness. Get off the cover.
I envy those who maybe a rest. Yes, we should check it out.
Oh, you coming here? She's in here still cool. And you.
Maybe that guy is just wasted.
Alright. Still one more body in there.
Shit. Were they overwhelmed?
Do nothing.
Seeing anything? What's going on?
Where does she go?
There must
I don't
be
know, whatever.
Nothing to see?
Do your best and keep looking around there.
Protection.
I will keep everyone safe.
No, I don't want this gun out. Please, okay, that would have been avoided if I actually had my red gun set up.
Your turn,
Don't vault over. Okay. Be sure I have my weapon set up instead of going there not right. And you know what? I know which way she goes now, so I won't even bother sitting there. I thought she would get turned around and go back to the stairs. The first cultist. Okay. So I want this and the trank. That good? Alright, it works. It's fine. Keep out you. Alright.
So many have found their way.
You're not going to the bank, are you?
Like I said, the bomb maker.
Can tell us everything, I know. But we're talking about a bioweapon, Adam. Once that vault is cleared out, whatever information was stored on the Orchid will be wiped clean. Gone.
Yeah, I get it.
Time is the enemy right now, Adam. I hope you reconsider.
I ain't gonna.
I hope you find this bomb maker, Adam, because I just watched a convoy of armored vans leaving the bank.
VersaLife cleared everything out?
Yeah, we just lost the best chance we had to find out how to counter the Orchid.
Area clear. Could be any manner of...
I'm garbage.
Now why is it the tranquil?
Shoot through the stun gun. Why do you do this to me? That's nothing. I'm back where I started. No, I'm the floor higher, actually. Okay.
We did it. We stopped him.
I should just slow down, not rush. I did like that route though. So, you know what? I know how to do it. I know I tracked that right, but it's fine.
So
I don't care.
many.
Shouldn't have to shoot at all.
You're not going to the bank, are you?
Like I said, the bomb maker.
Can tell us everything, I know. But we're talking about a bioweapon, Adam. Once that vault is cleared out, whatever information was stored on the Orchid will be wiped clean. Gone.
Yeah, I get it.
Time is the enemy right now, Adam. I hope you reconsider. I hope you find this bomb maker, Adam, because I just watched a convoy of armored vans leaving the bank.
VersaLife cleared everything out?
Yeah, we just lost the best chance we had to find out how to counter the Orchid.
We are at peace, as we should be. We have love and a purpose.
The chosen one is already upstairs. It's in the final stage. I came here specifically to be part of the ascent.
Don't see me.
Very clear.
We are indeed very close.
Yeah, she saw me. Same route, let's go. I should grab invisibility. No, jump. Okay. Can I grab invisibility without disabling anything? I want to check. And I'm going to save it at when I'm set the vent too. Enable, then duration invisibility effect, takedown support. Alright.
So many have found their way.
You're not going to the bank, are you?
Like I said, the bomb maker.
Can tell us everything, I know. But we're talking about a bioweapon, Adam. Once that vault is cleared out, whatever information was stored on the Orchid will be wiped clean. Gone.
Yeah, I get it.
Time is the enemy right now, Adam. I hope you reconsider. I hope you find this bomb maker, Adam, because I just watched a convoy of armored vans leaving the bank.
VersaLife cleared everything out?
Yeah, we just lost the best chance we had to find out how to counter the Orchid.
How was the... Actually, I don't know.
What if it doesn't work? In that case, we will both be grateful eventually.
Goes down pretty fast.
We
Okay.
will all be as one.
Now is not the time to get distracted.
There we go. Alright.
The world seems to have forgotten it. We have no choice. We cannot turn it off now. The chosen have been serialized. Yes? We have a wide enough conduit disposal that they will never think that it happened in our time here grows short. You hear that?
No vents around. Take the stairs.
Might have heard something.
That made everything so much easier. Going through.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
I love it. Alright, let's go.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Go.
Who's here? What's going on out there? I told you I was not to be distant. Oh my. Come in. Come in and let me see you. How did you get in here? And how did you know to come now? Tonight of all nights, when we are finally ready to answer the call of the Machine God's infinite wisdom. Surely, your arrival here is not coincidental.
I'm looking for Allison Stanek.
Of course you are. And you have found her on the eve of her greatest achievement. But do you seek counsel? Assistance in your prayers or meditations? Or are you here to join us? To free yourself from this prison of flesh and give yourself to the glory of the singularity? If there is any way your High Priestess can be of assistance to you, I am more than happy to provide.
I want to ask you about the bombs you built for the attack on Ruzicka Station.
Is that all? My augmented brother Victor is a brave man and a great leader. When he asked me to build some of my little ones for him, I was proud to accept.
I know Victor. If he's behind these attacks, I'd like to have a talk with him.
After our flesh-flood oppressors sent one of their dogs to murder Talos Racker, Victor moved his base of operations to a research center in the Swiss Alps. Garm, I believe it is called.
Garm? Okay, I got it.
That is why you came here? You entered this sacred place to solicit my help against Victor's holy revolution? Traitor! Blasphemer! And I believed you were one of us.
I am. I just have a more inclusive idea of who us is.
Then you have become their willing slave. But not I. I have felt the boots of the police as they spat on me and mocked me for who I was. I could have lain down, like you. But I persevered. And the Machine God has given me my reward. I emerged from the crucible enlightened.
Alright, Alpha.
Enlightenment is a state of elevated perception and wisdom. You seem to be a little short on both. If you were wrong about why I'm here, bet you're wrong about a lot of other things too.
I admit when you first arrived, I was in the middle of something, and that distracted me from the true reason for your visit. But who could have anticipated one such as you would side with our enemies? They steal from us, they rape and murder us. They are animals. And animals go extinct, while technology perseveres.
Here to Omega.
Victor is killing everyone. Not just the abusers, but innocent people. People like your father, who's never been anything but supportive and forgiving.
Father, such a sweet man. I can only hope Victor's attacks will continue to spare him.
Continue? You mean there's gonna be more of them?
Well, you don't think I built only 3 of my little ones for him, do you? I gave him enough to destroy the entire city. Now, if you will excuse me, I must get back to what I was doing before you came.
Hey, we're not done here. Allison? Oh, shit.
It is time, children. It's time now. The body is the prison. Augmentations are the key. The consciousness is all.
Cast off the bounds of flesh and blood. Embrace the singularity.
Allison, stop! I know what you're doing. I've seen this kind of tech before. It ended badly.
You are concerned with our lives. You do not need to worry, brother. Only this physical body will die. Our minds will depart our corporeal shells and merge with the infinite consciousness of the machine god. This is the ascension. I would invite you to come with us, but there is no more room.
I'm more interested in preventing another attack. What's Victor's next target?
I do not know, and it does not matter. I am on the threshold of a new existence. When I become one with the machine god, the artificial burdens of this physical plane will no longer bother me.
Appeal to Alpha? Critique.
Of course they will. Your mind's made up of thoughts and memories. If that's the part of you moving on, you'll be taking all your rage and pain along with you.
Good God. I had not thought of that. It seemed to me that this was my only chance. The world is made up of nothing but agony and suffering, or the futile struggle to avoid them. Moments of happiness are quickly shattered by this reality. The Ascension is our only hope of deliverance.
Beta.
Not the only one. You've seen the worst that life has to offer, but you're still trying to make things better. And in spite of it all, you believe that it's possible. Everything you need is right here in this room. You are your best hope for deliverance.
Brother, your faith in me, your beautiful trust. I am overcome. It cannot be coincidence that you have made yourself known to me on this most holy of occasions. You are a sign from the machine god that I am to remain here a little while longer. I am not yet ready to ascend. I will spread wisdom to the rest of the world.
My job in this world is to stop people like Victor, and I need your help to do that.
Of course, my dear prophet. I am honored to assist you. Please, wait here. Take this. You can use it to defuse my little ones. It felt good for a change. To build something that saves lives instead of taking them.
Agent Jensen?
Over here.
I am under arrest.
People's lives were cut short, Allison, because of bombs you made.
None of my children will suffer for what I did.
You have my word.
When you confront Victor, be merciful. Remember, he is your brother.
Right. Smiley, Stanek and her escorts are on the way back in now. I need to talk to Miller. He back yet?
No, but just a sec. I'll get him on the line.
Jensen, you and Fletcher find something?
It's bigger than we thought. Where can I...
Now.
I don't feel like reading that. Honestly.
Jensen, you still got that calibrator on you? If you do, man, I'm ready to optimize that crazy system of yours. I got everything I need now to fix you up real good.
You mean the way you fixed me up last time?
No, no, no. This is gonna be different, huh? On Vaclav's honor. Just get to the lab and you'll see.
Alright. There we now. Can I mark it, please? No? Okay. I know where it is. Those over here on the ground, then.
Fucking trouble.
Disaster.
What has happened?
I got to work for that 1 minute I was in.
Adam, it's Arya. I just heard what happened. God, right outside your apartment?
What happened outside my apartment?
Someone got all their implants torn out. Was left to bleed to death in the alley. When I first heard where it was, I thought...
I'm fine, Arya. It wasn't me.
Be careful going home. It's not the first one of these I've heard about.
Adam, it's Delara. I managed to find out some information on that Marchenko guy you asked me to look into.
What'd you get?
Well, for starters, he wasn't always Victor Marchenko. Shit. I have to go. My appointment just showed up. I sent what I found to your email. Hope it helps.
Thanks, Delara. I'll check it out.
Sometimes...
Alright, but what about the, marker? It's back at the other place, right? I think.
Fires are accidental.
Oh, apparently it's down here. I thought it was at my, or near my apartment. Or he moved, I don't know. Dude. Oh, there you are. World's Most Wanted, the Bali family. Alright, neuroop scene. Oh, I thought it was a...
Things with Otar aren't going so well, Jensen.
Sorry about your place, Kohler. Are you alright?
Physically, yes. Emotionally, I just kinda... You know, I actually had some real good books up there. The bookstore was kind of a front, sure, but it was my front. The version of me I presented to the world. That means something.
It means whatever deal you thought you had with the Diwalis is apparently off.
My deal. Right.
There's something you're not telling me about why Otar's got it in for you.
Maybe he is just angry, you know? He takes it out on me because I'm prettier than he is. Or maybe he just really doesn't like books. It's possible, right? Look, let's just calibrate that rig of yours, huh? I finally figured out how to optimize you, man.
Bookstore fire?
I know you may not want to talk about what happened to your store.
I get where you're coming from, okay? But try to understand, Jensen. I'm a guy who likes to respect privacy. Especially if the other person is someone who can kill me. Which is real good for you, actually. It goes both ways.
You're willing to ignore what happened?
I am trying to protect myself. Maybe next time they don't just burn the store, huh?
I rely on you, Kohler. And I'm willing to help if I can. I don't want to have to identify your remains next time I come in for a tune-up.
Neither of us want that. But sometimes, it's better to sweep the ashes under the rug. Now come on. Let's optimize that rig of yours.
Kohler's problem?
You can't hide forever. What are you going to do when Otar comes back?
What do you expect from me? I am tangled up with these people now. This is what I get for saying yes to Radic. But what choice did I have? What choice do I have now?
Your choice is to tell me what the hell is going on. What does Otar want from you?
He wants to know what I know about Radic. That Radic needs me. The way you need me, Jensen. You understand?
Radic is augmented.
Ahead of the Diwali, man. If Otar finds this out, if any of the Diwali finds this out, they are not very open-minded about these things.
Yeah, I get it, Kohler. So what are you gonna do?
When augmented people ask for help, I help them. I continue to help Radic.
Procedure?
This procedure. There won't be any surprises like last time.
Last time I was surprised by your crazy tech. But now is totally different. Now I know what's under that hood of yours. And you got me the tool I need. changes everything.
So what are you gonna do exactly?
I'm gonna optimize your system. No more worrying about overheating. No more worrying about glitches. Jensen 2.0. Sounds pretty good, right?
Let's do it.
All right. I'm ready when you are, Kohler.
This won't take long, I promise. And don't worry, man. I never screw up 2 in a row. I spent a lot of time prepping for this one.
Just try not to take anything.
That wasn't so bad, right? How do you feel?
I feel fine. I feel lighter.
I fixed you. Death to all your limits. Whatever implant you want to activate, you activate. 0 consequences.
That sounds pretty good. Thanks, Kohler. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Just get out there and make me proud. Go make use of all that cool shit.
Alright. That's done. Fix. Now what? I'm gonna go to... Hold on. Is everything back on already? Yeah, they're back on. These two. Okay. Yeah, alright. Go to my email, I have to go back to the what's it called place? TA29. When did I get down here? I thought I was up here. Okay, I'm pretty sure I don't have a computer at my house. I'll check anyway. I'm going the wrong way. Anything new over here?
No, I don't believe it.
Blood's still there. Reset this. Alright, we're good. Alright, it's fine. Yeah, pretty sure there's nothing up here for me. It's only at the 29. Could be wrong though. Close my door. Like, you're not an actual emailer, right? You're only my smart thing. Hey, you're in, you know? Hello, Adam. So I made a few calls, and I think I know why iLink came up with nothing on Victor Maracino. Or Maracino? I don't know. He wasn't using the name when he entered the Udalek complex. He was calling himself Victor Melnik. Plenty of stuff on Melnik after 2027. Most of it's posted by state police in the Udalek complex. Seems like he stood up to them a few times when they were performing routine documented checks, questioning suspected wrongdoers, and confiscating suspicious merchandise inside several of the residential sectors. But if you ask me, every single one of the complaints looks like a classic he said, she said situation. I can't figure out who's the bigger bully. Still, it's got me thinking, if Melnik really is his last name, why tell you it's Marchenko? Suppose it really is Marchenko and he decided to use Melnik after 2027 to pay homage to somebody else. Running a cross-check on the two names that came up with this. Alyssa Mardavona Marchenko, a suspected Russian intelligence agent who lived in Kharkiv, Ukraine around the time of the 2014 revolution. Her maiden name was Melnika. U.S. intelligence thinks that she may have been secretly recording dissidents and seeding pro-Russian sentiment throughout parts of eastern Ukraine for years. She married a Victor Maracino in 2021 and moved to Belgrade shortly after, but disappeared with her husband and kids just prior to the August incident. Thing is, the Victor Marchenko she was married to wasn't augmented when they disappeared, so I don't know if this is the same guy or not. Regards, Delavara. Alright. So I'm doing the main quest.
Musím vypadnout z Prahy, a to brzo.
It has to go for a little bit longer before I switch. Alright. So Color didn't want me to talk to the Diwali at all? Just told me about it and left. Okay. That's fine. Still need the achievement to have a conversation with Diwali, or Hotar, whatever his name is. Almost done.
Leave me alone. You have no right to touch me.
Wouldn't treat a dog like that.
Alright. Oh, this place, okay. We're going to, I forget. Oh, the mount somewhere.
So you found the bomb maker. Linked everything to Ark.
Not exactly.
Jesus, Jensen.
We did find the bomb maker. Allison Stanek, a local resident. We have her in custody now. But she told me she'd made dozens more bombs before we arrested her, and she delivered them to Victor Marchenko.
So it was Ark.
Something more is going on here, Miller. Have you had a chance to backtrace the pocket secretary I gave you?
Not yet, but I will, when I get back to the office.
Good. Because Stanek also told me that Marchenko has a base of operations in the Swiss Alps. A research facility called GARM. That sound like something Ark has the resources for to you?
I'll contact McCready. Get him and a few analysts to work up a plan.
We need to move on this now. Chicane and I can fly there and back, get a lay of the land, while Mac and his team do the research.
Really? Got it all figured out in that clockwork head of yours. What the hell? I'm in.
You got enough fuel to get to Switzerland?
Someone behind me?
To get us there, sure.
Fine, do it. But this is recon only. Do not engage. Contact me the minute you have something.
Yes, sir.
I swear I heard a footstep behind me.
You've proven yourself so far on this one, Jensen. Don't screw it up.
Copy that. Miller's not used to giving compliments, is he?
He's getting static from the brass. They're starting to riot in Gollum over that shit with Rucker. I'm sure he doesn't blame you. Much. Anymore.
And what do you think?
I think tracking that bomb maker was some fine work. If the intel you got from her stands true, Gollum City will be the least of our problems. So what do you say we go find out how deep in it we are, right? You all set?
That limp.
When we first talked, you told me that your limp kept you honest. That's an interesting way of looking at an injury.
Your preamble's as thin as soup, man. Don't dance around it, just ask it.
I'm only curious. We've all got a story.
No, that's not it. What you really want to know is, do I hate him? The men that tore out my knee. His name was Lachlan Beats. He was a laborer. Worked in the mines up near Bendigo before everything went to hell. Beats was a family man who did what he thought he had to do in order to provide for his family. See, back then, nobody could compete with you Oggs when it came to manual labor jobs. So, he made a choice, if you can call it that.
And his choice changed your life. You don't resent Beats for what happened?
What I resent are the men who coaxed men like him to get augmentations, men who enforced a system where the rich could buy artificial expertise without thinking about what it would cost all of us in the end. No, I don't resent him. At least not anymore. I was simply in the wrong place at the wrong time. Story of my life. So look, on that sunshiny note, what do you say we put some miles behind us?
Might see some action.
Hey, when we get to the Alps, we could get into some action. Are you ready for that?
Why? Because I've been flying hack for the last few years. That's the thing about us naturals, Jensen. We never rust. Look, I've been doing this a long time. Been in my share of shit too. Always managed to pull myself out of it.
Fair enough. Just don't leave without me.
Hey, listen up. I know we're not exactly pals, and I know I can be an asshole. But I'm not a fucking asshole. In fact, I'm offended you'd even say something like that.
That's not what I meant.
I'm just messing with you, Jensen. You ready?
Alright. All infinite side missions will be cancelled if you leave. I mean, I did everything, so...
Yeah, fire it up.
Visual range and engage DRFM jamming. Scan the facility from the air with...
Negative. I'm gonna find out what's being planned. I gotta get inside.
Crazy? We have no way of knowing what's in there.
I'm tired of flying this limousine around. Did you say you wanted to get back in the action?
Fine.
I'm not setting us down.
Get inside the facility.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Alright.
You really must avoid taking those wrong turns. A little taste, so at the end you understand what you're interfering with. Give my regards to Talos.
I thought there'd be more blood. You said Rocker was covered in it.
Rocker had more meat in him than this one. Maybe that's the difference.
But you're sure he'll die?
The Orchid has no mercy. His end will come. It will be slow, and it will be painful. Just time enough for a man to think on his sins.
Yeah! If he found us, it means the facility is compromised. We should move out.
No. We were warned that this one was coming. We have time before they start searching for him.
If you are certain, what about your friends from Ark?
Those fools have outlived their usefulness. Let them drink a little more, then dose them with more. Don't do bodies with this one. Enough of this dead weight. You carry him now. This is as far as I go.
You're flying back to Prague?
I need to meet with those Diwali pigs. Get them to accelerate the timeline so our shipment clears customs immediately.
They will want more money.
Smugglers always want more money. The Diwali won't get it.
So the men and I should stay here and proceed as planned?
Brown confirmed everything with Picos last night. Date and time.
End of the line for you, friend.
Chicane, come in.
I still have my gear.
How long have I been out?
Miller, Vega.
Miller, it's Jensen. I can't raise Chicane.
Small sample of the Orchid. Toxic and dangerous chemical substance.
Jensen? What's happened?
I walked into an ambush. Chicane could be in trouble.
Fuck. I'll see if I can raise him. Was it Marchenko?
Him and the gold-masked mercs from Dubai. They're in it together, opposing his arc. Marchenko admitted poisoning Rucker.
I'll call Leon. See how quickly they can get a team there. You stay low and find the exit.
Copy that. But these guys think I'm dead. Maybe I should take advantage of that and have a peek around. Might find out more about him.
Oh no, my coat. That would have been a lot easier. I'm not taking a tank. I'll destroy it. Oh, they're different, never mind. Delete that.
That intruder Marchenko that might have friends nearby. Marchenko said the guy was alone. What? If you don't know what he's taken from now. An extraction to my already been bound.
So where am I going here? Going up top?
We're all set. Can't wait. I'm dying for some action. Me too. Let's get ready for deployment. You know what transport you're on? Hang on.
Don't want you. He facing me? I think he is. Alright, there we go.
I feel we need to move around. Yes?
I'm going up there. I don't know. Cliffs. Nice jump, Jensen. Probably the roof, I'm guessing, so to get it way up to there. It's the alarm. Maybe on top of that. I can get up there.
Good thing we're well organized. There's a ton of shit to pack.
We have been better to take our time with it. We know what we're doing.
Let me see. My objective anyway. Let's get to the facility. Circuit box somewhere? This way. I don't think I can.
Hey, Jensen. Miller tells me you're alive in there. They built you tough, huh?
Where the hell have you been, Chicane?
Me? You've been off comms for hours, partner. Hell, I almost came in there after you, but damn roaches down there spotted me, so I had to bug out. Been trying to raise you ever since.
Yeah, well, now I need a pickup.
Helipad, north end of the facility. As soon as I catch you on infrared, I'll break cover and grab you. Chicane out.
Alright. What did I do?
Proceed. Moving to next.
Everyone remain on alert. This is not a drill.
High speed feedback. Copy. All negative. Roger. Event McTag.
Still have no idea what I did, so.
Roger. Negative gun.
This is a general alert.
Clear next.
Contact! That's a double plug!
How did he see me? I'm back to I'm back at the beginning. I don't even know. Where am I? I don't know. I missed.
Attention, intruder alert. Repeat, we have an intruder.
Alright. Well, I almost did it. I don't know how I alerted them in the first place. but it
Ready to
works.
get the hell out of here.
Why are you even landed here?
Here, isn't it?
What the hell happened? Where's everyone?
Martial law. Riots in Gollum spilled over into Prague. Entire city's on lockdown. No one but state police are allowed in the streets tonight. They've all got itchy trigger fingers.
Wonderful. Dr. Miller? Told him to meet me at the office?
He'll be waiting for you. Of course, you'll likely be shot getting there.
Alright.
Watch yourself out there, Jensen.
Alex, it's me. We need to meet.
You got a location? Because the streets aren't safe tonight, man.
Can you make it to the limb clinic where we met before?
Yeah, it's not far. I'll meet you there.
My outfit changed.
Jackson, stop! Já mu říkal, ať neutíká.
Don't know why he didn't listen.
Plecháče nikdy neposlouchají.
Let's see what we have. Fuck!
On není aut.
Then why did he run?
What's the holdup? Není augmentovaný.
So?
So we killed a citizen.
The city's on lockdown. A true citizen would respect that. Get him in the truck.
Where the hell you been, man? You went dark after skipping out on Janus and the bank.
Chasing down Viktor Marchenko. Found him holed up in the Swiss Alps with the mercs from Dubai. They tried to kill me with this.
What is it?
Oh, my suit's back to gold again.
The orchid. Marchenko used it to kill Rucker, so be careful. Think you can get it analyzed?
Yeah, we got a couple of scientists on the collective's mailing list.
Good. Something big is coming, Alex. Ark's being framed for a terrorist attack that hasn't occurred yet.
They're gonna take more lives, blow up another train station? Jesus, Adam, look at it out there. Any chance we had of easing fears and fighting people's hatred will be gone. That piece of shit UN legislation will pass, and we'll all be thrown into AUG-only hellholes like Udalek.
While Nathaniel Brown sits back and earns trillions.
Brown? That slick suit from the Santo Corporation?
Page said Brown was calling the shots, and in Switzerland, Marchenko said Brown had confirmed date and time.
But where? Brown's been traveling extensively, promoting Rabia and his Safe Harbor initiative. His next junket's in London. But if he's behind this, he's not gonna attack himself.
Maybe not. Marchenko also mentioned someone who can tell us. But I have to meet with Miller first. How soon can you get the sample analyzed?
As fast as possible. If you're meeting with Miller, be careful. You walked into another ambush in Garm, and Miller's not off my suspect list yet.
We'll see.
I level it all. Oh, I did twice. Get my last 2 things in here. Alright.
Streets are clear for now.
SOS. Sesmadon sewers, Prescott coordinates uploaded, please help. Look at the sewers again. You know where I am. That's not a sewer entrance. One's right there though, so let me turn around.
Tell who might be out here. Nothing.
Point of interest.
You're telling me you had no idea about the curfew? Bullshit.
What's the point of interest? Hold up. Oh, this is the SOS.
Sir, you've broken curfew. That makes you a criminal in the eyes of the law.
Why are you like this? Please.
I knew when Arthur died, something was smart.
So, hold on. Secondary beaded tranquilizer. Coming over here. I miss? And she's down.
You bastard! Here's what I told you.
Oh my goodness. No, you're fine. Holster you for now. You can get on the train? What I'm doing here? Why? Where do you want me to go? Miller's office. Rescue district. I thought they were up top, not down here. Whatever. what a guy.
I knew when Roger died, something would spark.
I'm so bad.
I know that sound.
Should have done this long ago.
No, son. We got the leader behind the whole thing. She's in custody. Father will keep his mouth.
What are you doing? Alright. You know what? I might see what they want, then I'm gonna save it there. I think it's about to save it. Maybe finish tomorrow, then I don't know how long I am. Or how long I have left in the game, so yeah. Firebirds. It's fine. What up, Kay? Where are you? Which one's Kay?
I recognize you. Tall, dark, and augmented. Over here.
I know you.
Irenka Bauer. Thought we activated your permit.
You did. Whatever you did, it was enough to fool them. You kept us out of Golem. We will never forget that.
But now you're hiding again.
Martial law has changed everything. They say it is to keep us off the streets, but it is worse than that. They go into our homes, accuse us of being people we are not. Permits do not matter anymore.
How did you know to come here?
Helena heard a message on the radio. It was warning people, saying the city is not safe anymore. She saw the police go into someone's home. The man. He was showing them his permit, but the officer... he did not even look at it. He just... Helena could see that the warnings were true. That people like Irenka must have run away. So we start to go underground. We start to find others.
When society wants to make things hard for someone, it eventually finds a way. I'm sorry it came to this, Irenka.
Don't be. If it wasn't for you, we wouldn't have made it this far. We wouldn't have met all these people. Everyone is working together. Together we will find a way out of here.
I hope so.
Alright. Where is... Hey, or what's up with Malena Epson?
Milena, you didn't
Milena.
take my advice about giving up on forgery.
I know. But trouble is, I've got a talent for it. And it's a real growth market. As soon as you got me out of that thing with Dragomir, I had like 20 emails from Samizdat. Do you have any idea how difficult it is for art school graduates to find a specialist subject these days?
The permits aren't enough for police anymore, forged or real.
In Prague, maybe. But it turns out I'm multilingual when it comes to falsifying border passes. Lucky, right?
Never works, I'd say lucky.
Thanks for the vote of confidence, Super Commando Man. Oh, don't mention it, Milena. If there was an easier option, you think we wouldn't take it? I was less stressed out when I was working at gunpoint.
We may not agree on your methods, but I'll let you get back to your work.
Coming from you, that is like the gold star seal of approval.
Okay.
It's getting more and more
Spoken to
difficult
little K now?
hide.
Alright, little K, what up?
Welcome to the underground. I owe you an apology for hacking your info link.
Forgive.
Don't sweat it. I'm assuming you had a good reason.
Samizdat's usual channels are all bugged. I couldn't risk an audio communication being traced back here.
You're little K, right? You don't sound local.
I wrote some things that made me have to delocalize a long time ago. Been living story to story on a Schengen visa and a language implant ever since. Never expect a short story from a long-form journalist. You want to know why I brought you here? The police raided Samizdat last night, cleared us out. We were broadcasting until they pulled the plug. Radios, flyers, mail bursts, the makeshift media van, getting the message out to our subscribers if they needed a refuge. As you can see, it went a little wider than we
You have like 6 people here. The underground?
So are you running a resistance cell here or a campaign room?
Why not both? Now Samizdat has a captive voter base we could run for the Senate.
It's organized resistance then.
Peaceful resistance. We're working together to get people under the cordon and out of Prague. It's a happy accident of a police state. Well, I say happy when everyone's repressed, they can see past their prejudices.
Or they shift the blame. It's gonna take a long time for those prejudices to heal.
As long as certain people can profit from keeping the wounds fresh. But you knew that already.
Samizdat.
This isn't what I call laying low. Aren't you afraid the police will find you again, finish what they started?
They already got the cake. Bones, the backup servers, even the shitty coffee machine. Enough for them to call it a win and get back to indiscriminate brutality on the streets.
Where were you when this happened?
Right here. Running our little home away from home. Our sources tipped us off about the martial law. Either we could write about it and throw our hands up. Boy, I sure hope this massive rights violation doesn't end up being too awful this time. Or we could enact a readiness plan and really do something.
Yeah, when we first met, I called you pamphleteers. I guess I should apologize.
Oh no, we were pamphleteers. Now we're pamphleteers, jury rigging an underground railroad.
Okay.
What happened to Kay?
Kay is me now, according to the Samizdat Manifesto. It's all very third-wave socialist with a dash of martyr complex.
Good to know. But I mean, what physically happened to him?
Right. His name is Yarek Drobny. He's being held by the police along with Bones. No contact, no bail, no rights, plausible deniability.
You must have known the risks.
Well, he was open to the existence of risks. When you showed up, it should have been a wake-up call, but you were reasonable. The state isn't reasonable.
Continue.
I'm pretty sure you didn't call me to put up posters. What's the deal?
We've made a plan. We're getting people out of the city, starting first thing tomorrow. I want Yarek and Bones to go with them, but first, we need to bust them out of jail. Tonight.
And you think I'm the kind of guy who breaks into police stations?
Are you telling me you're not?
Sure.
Fine, I'll get them out. They're being held in the temporary police station downtown?
Yes. By the Monument Metro. Once you're clear, take them across the plaza to the Uneda cleaners. We've cached everything they need for a long road trip along the old NATO decommissioning zone.
That's your escape route? Puts getting them past the state police into perspective.
It works on paper. And gives them these new identity documents, a lot of new identities. We found a very good forger. We're keeping her from a bright future in a Pika's newsroom.
Okay.
Too many.
Alright, let's hit the game. I'm gonna call there as well.
Can we get back into the people tonight?
We have already taken so many. Maybe.
Alright. Save game. I'm gonna switch over to PoE in like a half hour. It's gonna pause for now. Alright, that's saved.
We should consider freight trains again.
Anything else in here?
You don't know where those trains have been. I don't either, but
Alright.